My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
In recent years, 5 different black... Oh, I shared this on my community board, and it seemed like this is like something those Zion... I don't know who's truly behind it, but it's starting to be a trend. So black women, no matter where you are around the world, don't just walk by yourself, okay? So this happened in the UK, and I have another one. I should have put it on the list. Maybe I did not. There's something also that's going on in the US as well. In recent years, 5 different black women have been found deceased in waterways in London and Essex. Every police investigation said it was not suspicious and no third parties were involved. All 5 women were students, working, or mothers. Alright, so the UK, pay attention. It's 4 minutes and 40 seconds, so I'll let you listen to it and then move on.
Black women are being found dead in bodies of water in the UK and nobody's talking about it, especially not the mainstream legacy media. So behind me you will see Blessing Olusegun, Kayon Williams, Tewu Balgan, Samana Aya Anele, and Edna Mumbali Mbako. Now, all 5 of these women were found dead in bodies of water either in London or Essex. In some of their cases, their bodies were not found for over a month. You recall hearing about 3 of their stories, and I really keep an eye on the news. Now, with one of them, I heard when she was missing, and with the other 2, I didn't hear anything about it until after they had been found dead, and therein lies the problem. With all of these black women, there was no urgency when they went missing. No urgency from the police and no urgency from the media. Media attention to spread awareness was non-existent, and no thorough investigations were given, and transparency was missing from the police. The investigation on all 5 deaths found that none of them were suspicious and none of them had a third party involved. So I would presume police conclusions would be either accidental drowning or suicide. Now, what I can't prove is whether these were mental health issues and these women took their lives or it was an accident, or if black women in the UK are being murdered, disposed of in bodies of water, and the police are not investigating and the newspapers are not talking about it. But we're not going to get the answers because the British police, especially the Metropolitan Police, never did any thorough investigations on any of these deaths. On top of that, when they went missing, there was no media outcry. There were no search parties, nothing. Families had to beg for answers. This is what we do know for sure. Why is there never any urgency when black women go missing? Why is there never any media attention? And why do the police never investigate it properly? If these women were murdered, and I will tell you now that the vast majority of these women were either working, mothers, or they were students. So if these women were murdered, we will never ever know because the police did not investigate it. So we are left with unanswered questions. What happened to these 5 black women? Was it murder? Was it suicide? Was it an accident? Was somebody else involved? And why are so many black women in the UK being found in bodies of water, including canals, waterways, and Blue Water Lake? This is highly, highly suspicious, and it doesn't sit right in my soul. But I have no evidence to prove that this is murder because the police never investigated it. And if it is mental health, then we also need to look at the fact that the mental health services in the UK let down black women over and over and over again. And we have to ask the question, why did it take 29 days in one case, 30 in another, 35 in another case before their bodies were found, and there was no public outcry, nothing in the media, nothing asking for witnesses, nothing asking for search parties, absolutely nothing. I don't know about you, but I feel very, very, very suspicious about this. And I would say to black and brown women, just be cautious of your surroundings. We live in an extremely dangerous world. And to the friends and loved ones of these women, I extend my condolences and I extend my sorrow, my utmost sorrow. The world is an extremely violent place, especially for black and brown women, and it shouldn't be that way, but it is. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below, did you hear when any of these women went missing, and what do you think happened to them?
Okay, kudos to her.
Black women.
Oh, let me pause. Kudos to her for bringing this to light. The moment that I saw it, I put it on my community board. It's also happening in the US as well. Okay? Go on my community board. After I posted this, I came across one regarding the US where ICE agent took a black woman, a black woman, and her body was disposed at a bus stop. Okay? So it's happening in the US as well. So wherever you are around the world, don't walk by yourself. Try not to walk by yourself. Make sure after a certain time, you take care of all of your business. I'm also trying to apply what I'm saying here to myself. Certain time, make sure you take care of your things and then be home at a certain time. And let your loved one know where you're gonna be. I don't think this has to do with mental health. They probably unalive these people and then drop their bodies. God, baggage for you. All right. Go on my community board and read some of the comments. I think I took some screenshots. Let's go to the next tweet. That should have been somewhat last. Now I have Fergie. All right, so there's Joe Diva, the Sussex squad. If I was Fergie, I'll write a tell-all and spill the beans on everyone from Epstein to the British royal family. I have no sympathy for her, but provisions should have been made for her to live comfortably and independently after she divorced Prince Andrew. Okay, so there's this here. Yes, her divorce settlement should have been better, but the amount of money that both Fergie and Andrew seem to have plowed through is in the millions. Sadly, she seems to have poor money management skills, and no amount of money will ever be enough. That's true. There isn't enough money. Like I've said in past videos, many of the royal family, when they go to college, they should go to study about investment, not money management. All right, next tweet. Prince Andrew will fly aboard to sleep with 15-year-olds. All right, let's listen to that. 1 minute and 14 seconds. Screenshot.
Has dated women the same age as him, but it was certainly when he was abroad in places like Kazakhstan and Libya, he was involved with much younger girls.
Wow.
How young? Well, I know of some of 15. There could have been some younger. The people that were being trafficked by Epstein to the island, he worked through a man called Jean-Luc Brunel, who ran a model agency in France. And a lot of these girls from France, and particularly from Russia, many of whom didn't speak any English, were 12, 13, 14, that sort of age.
How did Epstein actually get his money? I've interviewed people who says he befriended a billionaire who was dying, he kind of gave him his wealth. People say Epstein worked with the CIA, and they say he was working with a lot of, not an accountant, but He was managing a lot of people's money. He was managing a lot of people's wealth.
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, people don't really know. I mean, he was sacked as a maths teacher. He worked in the city for a big company called Bear Stearns and got sacked there. I think he made some very useful connections. There's some suggestion that he met Robert Maxwell, and Robert Maxwell used basically Epstein to hide his money before his death, which is the link then with Ghislaine.
Okay, so now all of a sudden they all speaking. There's that. Clever. If anyone is interested, watch the, let's pause that, Dialogue Beast on YouTube about Andrew. It's an eye-opener. I heard a pod saying Prince Andrew suffered from so much humiliation but not any empathy for those sick twists he victimized. Why is it ignored the 6 evil? They were in an FBI report and reported by various newspapers, Lock Him Up Now and Abolish the Monarchy. All of you knew, but too chicken shit to chat about it until the files. Meanwhile, scores more kids got brutalized while you all sat on the story and protected the villain. You get 0 pass from me. Where did the pension funds go, Robert? Why haven't any of these 15-year-olds come forward? It's not enough just to have allegation. Look what happened to Virginia Giuffre. Many of these people who saying these things, they make it sound like it's easy. Look what happened to Virginia Giuffre. May she rest in peace, because she did her part to bring this to light. All right, very intriguing. It's interesting seeing a video like this, essentially showing away the press once royal family got the PR they need. There's that. For the principal, we follow instruction. All right, let's see this one. Let's go into it. I'll come back out.
Right, guys, we really need to push back, please. Thank you, guys.
Including you, Andy. Thank you.
I've just heard now from the principal that we follow instructions.
You're gonna see, as he started walking, the guy that's pushing the media, he's the guru guy they hire. What's his name? I don't remember his name. But you'll see where William surveying what as he was walking forward, and then he's like, I don't like this. He didn't say that, but he went and looked for the guru guy to get them out of there. Like around here. Let me move it back. After this, you're gonna see him does a surveying right here. He start looking here. He's looking in front, and then you're gonna see there. He's like, get these people out of there. All right, starting here. All right, so that's that. Okay, is this part of the perfect public image? What did they say here? Robert Jackson wrote in his autobiography of Prince William at 40, he said that William have created this perfect public image of a loving family man, she underlined it, but away from the cameras, a totally different Prince William emerges, and it's not a pretty picture. Jackson said that loves to receive from people the deference of his position that's due to him, but loathes to return that same courtesy to others in the hierarchy above him, like his father or even to Queen Elizabeth II, and this was a complimentary book about William. Yet Jackson skewers him on many things and hinted that Prince William was not intelligent at all. I guess we found the thick prince and it ate Harry like LOL. Oh my god. Performative, both of them. Willie whistling up his attack dogs. Oh my god. Royal family heckling at Commonwealth Service, heckling of Kate Middleton and William near the river theme and Borough Market, Westminster, London, show a monarchy is crisis. That GIF. Okay. Watch number. Okay, is that a commercial? Alright, there's this. Let's move on. You could pause and read. Alright, this one is making reference to the other. Let's go back. Alright, so we went to here. This is one of those qualities. Very intriguing. Okay, that's what the press gets good. They should learn a lesson from that he should keep treating them like shit. Maybe they will learn and don't give him attention. That's who they want for king. Very interesting. I do wonder why the press has such humiliation fetish when it comes to William. Right, he's so fake. After a coffee incident with Kate Middleton, Prince William got angry and rudely ordered to his PR, "Do your job, get all royal reporters out of here." The thing didn't go according to him, so now he wants them to be out of there. I don't know. I'm intrigued to know if she drank that coffee. The squad talk about this. I didn't see it. I won't be maybe I did. Is that where that lady was sitting minding her own business and Omid tweeted about it? It won't be surprised me if his close circle of male advisors are, amongst other things, his handlers. He is such a fake. As soon as event was done, his fake smile drops and he turns angry. I used to be pretty indifferent to them both, but now I despise them. So there, people have to learn eventually. Like I said, to pretend, it takes a lot of energy. It's okay, same video, I'm not gonna play it again, but different caption. It's interesting seeing a video like this essentially shooing away the press once royal family get the PR they need for the principal. Did I put it twice? Maybe I did. Yeah, that's the same thing. Let's go to the next one. I have one more after that. Alright, so there it is again. I'm not gonna play it, but different caption. All I can say is that William has a type. Out of that video, so many squaddies have different things to say about it. Picture of no crowds and the empty barriers were to be avoided at all costs. There's that. People are laughing. Kitty should invest in some glasses. There's me here laughing. OMG, I'm laughing my ass off. You're not wrong. Alright, this is why she said that. What? Alright, when he turned, look at him. That's the guru guy they hire. And he called him to go do his job. Go shoo them away. You think he care about whatever the conversation here? He doesn't give a shit. Alright, people are laughing. That's okay, that's what I was looking for. Aren't these the same people? That's the guy who was with him this time. This is the one who wrote the thing for Harry to get out. Where the printer wasn't working. I think this guy, which one is okay, I could be wrong, but I think it's this guy who went to Brazil with him. Alright, let's leave that alone. This is my last one. This video is gonna have 2 parts, and then once I start doing the Israel thing, there's gonna be many parts because a lot of tweets. Okay, she waited 10 long years for this guy to marry her. After years of stalking him, she has 3 children with him and still doesn't know how he likes his coffee. Jesus. Jason is one of the guys who were with them from that picture. Let's pause this. That's an ad. Okay, this just proved that their marriage has been and will always be a business arrangement to produce heir and not for love. Okay, and this is what they wanted for Harry. They wanted Harry, just marry somebody and then have the side piece. Harry was like, I'm marrying for love, and that's it. Alright, she might have waited 10 years for William to pop the question, but the 10 years chasing instead of finding a better match, and then it was too late, lol. Luckily for the family, he had a perfectly acceptable doormat to settle for, just in time for the Queen's Jubilee year. People are laughing. Jason knows how he likes his. That's the coffee, not Jason. Further proof, they don't and haven't for years lived together. There's all of that. Okay, I'm done. Alright, so while I was editing that video, I took a break, went on X, and I find the coffee thing. I didn't fully look at it, but this is the first time I'm seeing this clip, so I want to share it with you for those who probably didn't see it, because a lot of the squad were talking about the coffee and things like that. So let's see here. I've always found it so distasteful that they essentially cosplay having a job once in a while. Okay, I'll come back to this. So let's go into that. That was posted on the 12th. Let's pause. She has the motor skill of someone who has never done a real day of work in her life. William and Kate are going to need a 3-month vacation after all this work they've been doing to distract from Andrew. I love how they think this is work worth £137.9 million sovereign grant. They're raging about Harry and Meghan going to Australia. LOL, the monarchy is a grift. Alright, so let's listen. Okay. Why you pouring your tax away? Oh my goodness. You could put... Oh, Jesus Christ. Never mind. Alright, let's listen to this. Then I'll go back to the original, the other tweet.
I made a coffee. I know exactly. Let's take it. One.
I wanted to hear what William's response was, because many of the squad keep on saying she doesn't even know how William likes his coffee. But the way she called William, I made a coffee. Let me see, like somewhere here. She already said it. Yeah, like right here.
William, I made a coffee. I know exactly. Let's take it. One.
Maybe William did respond, but I didn't hear it. But let's go back. I don't want to go to the comments because there were some images I don't want to share. Okay, yep, it's patronizing, abolish the monarchy, 100%. It's disgusting and disrespectful of actual workers. We all know they don't work and that the public fund their luxury lifestyle. This is just simply distasteful and shameful on their part. This looks like a charity event though. It's not like she's doing promo for the next season of The Crown or something. This is literally what Diana did and people love her for it. It's using their immense fame to raise awareness and raise charity money. But what are they raising here? Okay, let me read this. She's not wearing sanitary gloves when preparing the beverage, and her loose long hair is contaminating the food and drinks. Gross. Okay, I can understand the hair, but this one for her hand, she doesn't need the glove, in my humble opinion, because she's not touching, let's say, bread, something you're gonna eat, some pastries you're gonna be eating. That's when I think she will need the glove. But even when she's wearing the glove, she has to be careful, as the hand that has the glove should not be touching anything else. Sometimes I just don't understand when those people are wearing gloves. This is why I don't buy food on the street and things like that, unless if I'm extremely hungry. The hand that has the glove is also touching money. Money is going from different hands. Money fell on the floor, and even though they're wearing the glove, they're touching the pastries, they're touching money, they're touching all of this. It's the way that I see it. One hand has the glove, that's the hand that's gonna touch the food that you're gonna eat, and the other hand, okay, or have somebody else, you know, doing the touching the money and things like that. Or the other hand, you know, don't touch the thing that's gonna go in your mouth. That's the way that I see it. But it seems like when people wear gloves, their hand is touching everything. Okay? And I don't know what's the purpose if your hand is touching everything. There should be, okay, the hand that has the glove is the hand that should be touching the pastries that's gonna go in your mouth that you're gonna eat. The other hand, okay, that doesn't have a glove is touching everything else. That's the way that I see it. But anyway, I see the video, but unfortunately I didn't hear the response of William. If I come across it another time, I'll be more than happy to share it with you. I'm not gonna play anymore. I'm not gonna read anymore. So that's it. Let's get back to the original recording so we could end this video. So please take a moment. Oh, that's JTB. Let's go to the Okay, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. So I'm gonna do another video. The next video probably gonna have different parts. Video 2 probably gonna have part 1, part 2, part 3. We're gonna start with Israel. The first video on that will be this. On my next video will be, come on. Oh, did they remove it? Alright, let's copy it again. They probably did remove it. UK on Israel, they probably remove it. Yep, they remove it. Let me pause for a second. Luckily, I skimmed through the comments and I had put this in the link, and I was able to find it. That was that. So the first tweet will be on my next video will be that, and then follow by this. There's something that this guy said is very important. Okay, so I'm done with this video. So please take a moment to subscribe. Oh, I already said that. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.